podcast opening, Earth is Ghetto, Wednesday, November 19th. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Earth is Ghetto, the only show where we say the quiet part out loud and do it with a smile that is honestly holding on by a thread. I'm your host, Love. Yes, the Love, reporting live from the spinning rock where rent is high, vibes are weird, and everyone's emotional support. Water Bottle is currently on life support. It's Wednesday, November 19th, and listen, if today already feels like a week, you're in the right place. Grab your snacks, grab your sanity, if you can find it, and let's get into the chaos, comedy, and cosmic nonsense that is living on this ghetto-ass planet. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Not she cussing. Like, whoa. She just felt like cussing today, I guess. This thing never ceases to amaze me, I'm telling you. But anyway, it's Wednesday. Went to the gym, did some laundry. Wednesday's the days I wash my towels in my house because I have to wash everything, and then it's trash day, my favorite day. So did all that. It's getting chilly again. I could have rode my bike today, but I'm so methodical. I have to go to the gym today. It could have been the nicest day, but I just had to do it. My brain won't let me veer from the course. Other than that, y'all, is still playing Call of Duty and just chilling, having a normal week. The week is going by really fast, so that's kind of a good thing, I guess. Other than that, I don't have too much to yap about, so let's get into this news. Thousands of unionized Starbucks workers remain on strike across the country as a coffee chain debuted a new holiday beverage on Tuesday. One of the 25 girls abducted from a school in Nigeria has escaped captivity and returned home. Too bad she didn't get nobody else out with her. A federal judge ordered some public school districts in Texas to remove commandment displays from their classroom walls. Nicki Minaj is proud today. She went over to Nigeria to speak at the UN again. Well, she went to the UN to speak against the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. I don't know. The whole thing's funny. So these are the three dudes that allegedly were roaming through Shadora's house, breaking. It's gotta be somebody he know, man. It's gotta be. Cold-blooded. Fannie Mae officials saw no evidence of mortgage fraud against Letitia James. Tony Hawk is not Peter Pan anymore. This is how he stays healthy at 57. Go, Tony. So the singer D4VD David now reportedly is considered a suspect in an unalivement of Celeste Rivas. So maybe they were getting all their ducks in a row before they can formally charge them. I was wondering. Wolves have spotted pulling crab traps from waters off of Canada's west coast in what scientists say may be the first documented case of the animals using a tool. They're smart. Debbie Allen also received a governor's Oscar. Miss Debbie, she deserved it. Huge illegal cannabis operation busted freely operating on Tinninyao, Mohawk territory. Over 180,000 plants worth more than $200 million across multiple sites. Illegal pew-pews as well. The operation was also diverting water from the Bay of Kinte and polluting the water table. Hours after the House passed the measure to release the Epstein files, the Senate unanimously agreed to send it to President Trump's desk. So we'll see. Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson is to be removed from the ICU but will remain hospitalized in Chicago. So Alice and Ellen Kessler, the German twin sisters whose singing and dancing talents made them famous across Europe in the 1950s and 60s, passed away by a joint assisted unalivement, according to German society. They was ready to go together. A sheriff deputy in Lee County, Florida, is being credited with saving a 1-year-old girl who had stopped breathing and was unresponsive during a medical emergency last month. Federal judge rules Meta is not an illegal monopoly, shutting down arguments that the FTC that it should be forced to spin off Instagram and WhatsApp. A woman is in critical condition after she was set on fire while riding the L train system in Chicago. Really crazy. If your social media feeds have been flooded with talk of stimulus checks, you're not alone, despite a wave of viral posts and cleverly edited videos claiming new federal payments are on the way. None of these checks are real. Danny Masterson, the dude from That 70s Show, is appealing his conviction. A group of women victimized by late offender Jeffrey Epstein spoke out at the U.S. Capitol ahead of a lightly anticipated vote on the House bill ordering the release of the files. Texas cannot use a new congressional map drawn by Republicans in the hope of securing the party, according to a federal judge. Donald Trump snaps at a female reporter who asked about the Epstein files and says, "Quiet piggy."
Anything in the files, Venezuelans
This man has no sense, I promise you, bro. House overwhelmingly, because we talked about they're gonna release the files. In an extraordinary news conference, President Trump said he would be prepared to launch strikes in 2026 World Cup co-host Mexico due to concerns about drug trafficking.
Palm trees, me and my G's, ride, candy paint up on a whipping, we be tripping, and you know we high, hitting corners in a benzo, blowing indo out the window, blow, seen a hater on the corner, run up on ya, he's a goner, like, nigga, is you okay? Nigga, is you okay? He ain't okay, nigga. He's been hit by a street general.
He's been hit by a street general. Cardi B revealed on her latest Instagram Live that she's taking off her ex-husband's tattoos from her body very soon. She got a lot of them. Quiet piggy. Michael Johnson warns releasing Epstein files unredacted could pose national security risks. All them files is probably gonna be redacted. You could live 10 extra years but forget everyone you love. Or are you taking it? No. No, I've done my time. I don't need 10 extra. I don't need 10 less. I don't need 10 extra. These little dumb questions, man. Of all the questions, it's like they don't have no better ones. So Usher is suing Brian Michael Cox, which, where is the article at? It's up here. Okay, Usher sues Brian Michael Cox and others over failed Buckhead restaurant loan. He's seeking $4.9 million in damages. Trying to put a restaurant in Buckhead, of all places, Atlanta. Good luck. So it's too much competition down there. The Usher said he want his money back. The rapper The Game said he loses sleep from guilt when he was entertaining women he had no real intentions for. Sure, Game, you playing games. You was not up late at night thinking about them. But go off. Alright, y'all. Let's get to story times.
You should leave it right there.
Did anybody touch my straw?
I sucked on it a few times.
She's really thirsty.
I'm gonna throw my ice away.
No, I didn't touch it.
I don't know. You might have. I'm going home. I just peed myself. Y'all must play with that lady all the time, cause she was over it.
I don't have life insurance. I'm taking this money with me, baby. You don't get to live the life that I made for me after I'm gone. To the streets you go. That is... Everybody is fucked up. If I die, I think there's a better decision. I mean, all situations are sad. Every decision is a bad decision. But there's a way that more people can win. And I think I know what it is. Don't look like that, sweetheart. You know what it is. I'm gonna let him shoot this nigga. And it's the best decision for everybody, but I know everybody's not on board. I can see the faces. I can see you. You haven't laughed not one time in this. And I get it, because your heart won't let you do it, no matter how much sense. But you don't have a good reason of why I should die. None of you. It's actually offensive to me that you think my life is worth less than this fucking kid that I made up. This ain't even a real nigga. And you still want me to die, a nigga that you came to see. This is ridiculous.
I should have slept with that anesthesiologist from a few months ago. Instead, I just gave him a handy. And to be fair, that handy was some of my best work. I did it for educational purposes because he told me he had been jerking himself with oil-based lube, which is like, ew, why would you do that? It gets so gross and sticky and it dries out after a while. You have to use a ton of it. So I was trying to show him there's a better way to do it. So I took my shirt off and I sat him in a chair and I tied my shirt around his wrist and I went to his kitchen and I got some coconut oil. Coconut oil is such a better option if you're looking for a lubricant because it has a lot of slip and it doesn't dry out and you can go on for a long time and you don't need a lot. Anyway, I put the coconut oil on him. He obviously loved it. Stop, start. A good edge. 35 minutes later, he let out the most glorious volcanic eruption I've ever seen. It was everywhere, girl. It was all over me. I wish I would have recorded so I could relive it and show you. Obviously, I would have put it in the group chat, but I didn't. Anyway, I didn't sleep with him because I'm really trying to stop sleeping with Haitians and Nigerians. It's such a thing for me. I'm not being a bigot, I swear to you, but it's like they have such a trans over. I just can't. I need more clarity in my life, in my mental. Also, I was in a dry spell where I hadn't slept with anyone for a long time. And you know when you're in a dry spell and you start to like have an opportunity to break it and you start questioning yourself, like, does this person treat me well? Is this person worthy of being in my coochie? And it's like, girl, oh my God, give it a break. Like, take a breath, fuck them, don't fuck them, make a decision, but don't base it off of that. Anyway, I feel like the window has closed. I probably could still sleep with him because he's still around, but the window has closed and I feel like I friend zoned him. So now if I double back and sleep with him, it's going to be like the worst situationship of my life.
The way people get on this app and just spew things from their mouth, it is amazing.
Let me tell you what's going on white TikTok right now. This is a really good one, y'all. This is good. So this white lady gets on here and she goes, on the day of my wedding, I call it off because I found out my man is cheating on me, right? She says that she goes to her DMs because she had a gut instinct. And basically some girl was like, hey girl, coming to you woman to woman. I was fucking your man at his bachelorette trip. Yes. Did I know he was about to get married? Blah, blah, blah. And on in the messages, she sends screenshots, all types of shit. She's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do, right? So she decides, I'm going to fuck this nigga up. You know what I'm saying? You know, she can say, you know, whatever. So basically, she was like, I want to do this in a way that I get my power back, right? So she realizes that not only was her nigga cheating, but the other bachelor, what's the niggas called? Groomsman was cheating as well. She said, yeah, I'm going to expose everybody, right? So then she decides, I'm going to walk down the aisle. And as I walk down the aisle, I'm going to basically expose the nigga in front of everybody. The shit already paid for. I'm like, damn, this is getting good, right? So then she goes on the aisle. She let this nigga tell her his vows. And then she goes, let me tell you how good of a partner you are. Boom! Projector screen. She tells the business. Everybody in the audience is gasping for air. Oh my gosh, how could he? She goes, listen, I'm out of here. She ends up leaving. And then she goes and decides, listen, like, she's already paid for y'all. Have a good time. And she's like, listen, we already paid for our fucking honeymoon, bitch, I'ma still go. All right, I'm like, okay, Stella, this bitch said, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got cheated on. You know, it's my wedding day. I'm fucking embarrassed, but I'm gonna still go on my honeymoon and just have a good time. She says she ends up meeting a guy on the honeymoon because she's trying to be a hoe at the honeymoon because she said, I want to get my lick back. So she goes to be a hoe on the honeymoon, find her a nigga, and they end up being happily married, you know, to this day, and that's how she met her husband. So I'm fully invested in the story, right? And then I read the fucking comments. White people, y'all got your own community. I'll tell you that. Because the first comment says, spicy cubes, then I knew. I said, what the fuck is y'all talking about? So in that whole story, right, she goes, yes, and I'm, you know, enjoying my honeymoon, and I popped me a spicy cube, next thing I know, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck the bitch is saying. I'm like, okay, I don't know, she popped the honey pack, I don't know. Apparently, there's a new scam going on in the white community. These white girls are trying to sell some spicy cubes. I don't know what the fuck a spicy cube is. I guess it's the Caucasian version of a honey bag. I don't know. But what they've been doing is telling these extravagant ass stories as lies simply to promote the use of a spicy cube. Mind you, I'm like, this must only work in white America because I'm listening to bitch, Spicy Cube went over my fucking head. You not gonna get me like that, okay? So I'm gonna teach white people this right now. That don't work on niggas, okay? You not finna just slide some shit in a good juicy ass story and think we gonna be like, what is a Spicy Cube? Is a Spicy Cube gonna give me a man? No, bitch, we don't think like that. All I was thinking was, damn, you ate that. Scroll, bitch, I didn't give a fuck. You gonna have to try a little bit harder than that. Okay, but yeah, I just want to expose because they're exposing, so I'm exposing. If a bitch says spicy cube, apparently that whole motherfucking story is a lie. Them bitch.
Spicy cubes.
What was the issue between you and Charles Oakley?
Charles is all right. I like Charles. I like Charles. Well, the short story is Charles was in Detroit, and we had all gone to a concert. The OJs were there and others, Queen Latifah and others, and we had left the concert. A couple of my guys that I grew up with had just come out of prison a few weeks earlier, and I wanted to treat them to a concert because I do that quite frequently. You know, when guys come home that, unfortunately, most of the guys I knew, they did 20 and 30 years. And so they were just starting to come home, particularly when Obama started resentencing. And they were so dangerous looking, they couldn't even come in. I say, y'all drive around downtown. I'm going to go out here for a minute and have a bite with my guys, with the OJs and Charles, and the mayor was there, Mayor Kilpatrick, etc., Queen Latifah. And so me and Charles had some words, and I think he might have been drinking. He likes to drink every now and then. I'll have a drink every now and then, but from what I'm told, he might take it a little far. And it went too far. And the guys that I had circle around downtown, I got a problem. So they rushed in, and everybody was split up, and Charles drove back to Cleveland that night, 1 a.m. in the snow. Didn't spend the night in Detroit. Now I'll leave it alone. Charles is all right with me. I like Charles. I like the type of cat he is, because they're the type of cats I grew up with and respected. You know, he tough. He ain't playing no games. He out of Cleveland, tough town. So I really do like him as a person, seriously. And we got all the same circle of friends, and so he's all right with me. I know he said some stuff in his book, or I think on an interview or two. That rolled off my shoulder because I like him.
Yeah, I was reading about it earlier. They say during y'all argument, you told him that his girl left him for Queen Latifah, and that's when he got really mad.
Come on, man. Baby, yeah. Well, I didn't know she had took him. I do know that his girl was sitting with Queen Latifah spent a lot of time over at Queen Latifah's table. I didn't know about whether he took her or whatever, the jealous. I don't know anything about that. I will tell you that she spent a lot of time at Queen Latifah's table and very little time with him that night. And I think Charles and everybody else needs to understand ain't nobody fighting no more. Ain't nobody fighting no more. They ain't doing that no more. Everybody got guns. Everybody got a gun. So I don't care how big you are, how many muscles you got, none of that. It's whoever get to that strap first. That's what matters.
This is hilarious, and the way Georgia Mathis tells stories is just oh my gosh.
Story time on how this girl ate everybody cuckoo in the 7th grade at the birthday party. Don't start judging me, y'all. I didn't even know this shit was gonna happen. Okay, so boom. We gonna call my best friend at the time, Mimi. We gonna call the girl that ate everybody's stuff, named Gia. Okay, boom. Me and Mimi been cool because Mimi transferred to my school. Me and Mimi locked in. We started locked in to the point where when my grandma whooped me, Mimi got her ass whooped too. Like, that's how locked in we was. We damn near stayed with each other. That's how much we was with each other all the time. Okay, remind y'all, me and Mimi used to do little gay shit too in middle school. Like, we used to eat each other cake, like with grapes and shit. But that's a story for another story time. We ain't talking about that. Okay, cool. Mimi ended up having to sleep up for her birthday. So Mimi invited me, this other girl, she invited Gia, and one more person. But only 3 of us spent the night at Mimi's house. Okay, y'all, it was some trash bags for us to take to the garbage. It was only 3, so it was me, Mimi, and the other friend that was there. Only took the garbage out. Mind y'all, all 3 of us be linking with each other, so it felt like we was leaving Gigi out or whatever. Okay, y'all, we get back in the house. Gigi like, I really don't like that you got these new friends and you just act funny with me or whatever. So, we all talking. I'm like, well, I don't think it's nothing like that, but we only in 7th grade, so bitch, it's only so much mature shit we saying. So, y'all, we get upstairs, we playing. I don't know how Gigi ended up eating everybody cooch, but y'all, Gigi ate everybody at the party shit. So she ate me, this other girl, Mimi, and then she didn't eat hers because she didn't eat hers. But she ate everybody's shit. And y'all, it's like she went in a circle. Like, bitch, we was in the 7th grade, damn near having a fucking orgy. And to my mama, girl, if you see this, oh well. But y'all, fast forward up to real life now. I ain't gonna lie, it kept crossing my mind that Gigi had ate my shit good. But remind you, I'm only in 7th grade, so what the fuck is good? Y'all, it got to the point where I was like, damn, I want to try it again. But I went on Gigi page. Gigi dressed like an old fucking country bumpkin. Bitch, clothes be messy, her be a mess, bitch. Everything just be a mess. So with that being said, that's all we gonna do for today.
Girl.
And don't invite me out if your friend be singing like, yeah, doing that chin shit, yeah. To prove that she could sing like all night though, to every song. And don't invite.
After a certain age, bro, after you fight, whether you win or you lose, niggas will lose.
Jackson, you ain't lying.
Hey, nigga, your shoulder might. God,
I ain't never lost a fight.
You ain't never. You can't fight then.
you gotta lose.
You wanna know why?
You gotta lose a few.
That's the saying.
Yeah.
Nah.
Got to.
Then again, how you know you lost?
You lost.
Oh,
you lost. When you bring it up, man, that nigga lame as hell. If it quiet in the car, some shit when y'all driving, you lost. It's a whole. If somebody really want to help you, you lost. Hey, if your cousins like they gonna kill that nigga. Yeah. Bob said, nigga say how my face look.
Hey, how my face look? It bad?
Well, damn shit. I can consider this a loss, actually. I beat her ass, but
Yeah, the more you talk, I see you don't realize a lot of shit.
I would count it, but I'm gonna tell you why I count it as a loss, bro. Y'all gonna be like, well, duh.
That's fucked
Because
up.
while we was fighting, I beat the fuck out of her. She was trying to slam me, and I was trying to slam her. And, like, my knee started hurting bad as fuck after the fight, right? So I'm like, damn, and I ain't feel it till afterwards. So now I can't even walk. I'm like, what the fuck? Tore my ACL again.
That bitch beat the ACL out your ass.
Lost.
Yeah, you lost.
Lost, Joe.
You lost. I took my ass whooping
Fuck my shit
started
up.
in the club. When I woke up, I was in a woman's lap in the parking lot. Now that's an ass whooping.
Yeah,
I went to get in my car. The ambulance pulled beside my car and said, "You need to get in here." And they really put me in the ambulance. Yeah, ass whooping. Real good ass whooping. Get in your business. Why you end up in her lap? Like, what she make sure?
It's okay.
The club didn't want me to die in their club, so they snuck and took me outside, so I wouldn't die in their club. Them niggas toted me outside.
And we ain't got to share it like
The
that.
girl, the black woman,
We ain't got to share it like that.
the black woman saw my black ass laying down there and wasn't about to leave me there. Them niggas thought you could have died. They thought I was dead already. I was out.
They said drag him outside.
As a fat girl that fucks with skinny men, I'm never asking, am I too heavy? Do I look like I conduct surveys, sir? That's just not a question I care to ask. Do you think the people that go to war get asked, are you ready to die today? No. They go in knowing that there's a chance you might not make it out of this alive. You knew the risks. From the second you show interest in me, just know that in my mind, I done already thought of an obstacle course of overweight shit that I could do to test your tolerance. I ain't cutting a skinny nigga no slack, cause you took one good look at me, seen that I was 3 times your size, and still thought you stood a chance. Baby, I'm here to give you a tough time. This is where real men are made. You hear me breathing on hard every time I sit on your lap now. Hell, I don't know whether to get you an oxygen mask or write you a will. See? Yeah, no. This ain't gonna work.
Listen, if you want to come play around with her, back better be strong, better be built for it tough. She said, play with it if you want to.
And when I tell y'all, I thought I was a pretty smart guy. Until I went to an escape room. When I tell y'all that shit is literal rocket science. Like, my thoughts going into the escape room was like, alright, we're gonna have to force our way out of this room. You feel me? We gotta break legs off chairs to get out the door. You know what I mean? Nah, twin. That shit take real brain power, fool. I'm talking about them motherfuckers that have you in there interpreting straight hieroglyphics. Nah, brother, like you dead ass gotta go in there feeling like Sherlock Holmes. Like, I'm in that bitch, like, am I solving a fucking murder mystery or am I trying to get out this bitch? Bad thing about it, I done been to 2 escape rooms. Both times, I was no help. 0. One time I was so damn lost, fool. I'm like, nah. I never go on no date there or no shit like that, cause I hate looking dumb in front of folks. What make it worse is when you don't escape, and the time run out and shit. And they over the intercom trying to tell you how to get up out of there. Like, damn, I came here for y'all to tell me how to get up out of this bitch. I done wasted my damn time. Nah, for real though, if you gonna go to the escape room, you better go with somebody that done been before, or just the smartest person you know, cause that shit not sweet.
Escape room be fun, but after that 4th clue, I'm like, I'm ready to get out of here. Like, I can't. It just be too much. Too much is going on. You didn't found a clue before the clue you was supposed to find. It's too much.
That era when you dropped your phone and your battery flew out the back, that shit was crazy. That era.
No, for real though. Battery used to just be flown.
Do that, girl. Golly, do it work? You would have been good and whooped by the time I got out. Yeah. I got some cousins right now that would have tore that stomach clean out of red. Do that, girl.
Like, how you gonna come up and blast somebody's house and then everything jam up?
No, for real. Your significant other's family won't snitch on them, but they will give you hints to let you know that what you walking into and what you really think that you walking into. And if it ain't a hint, they will literally tell you stuff along with body language. Like, for example, this your first time meeting the family. It be either his cousin, auntie, or sister. Somebody say something like, how he get you? How my nephew get you? If the whole room stop, if everybody stop, and if the entire room stops and everybody got an eye on you, they're waiting to see what your answer is, you might need to reevaluate.
A lot of y'all be dating folks that try their hardest to convince you that they're the black sheep of the family. The whole time, it ain't no sheep in that house. That house full of giraffes. Like, it ain't been a sheep in there since 1999. They killed the last sheep on Family Reunion. But no, for real. They be trying to convince y'all that they the black sheep of the family. Whole time, they a black lie. They a black stealer. They a black cheater. They a black borrow money and don't pay it back up. You know, because it's still some of y'all that believe that it's a compliment when a man uncle say some stuff like, oh, I see you, nephew, when he bring you to Thanksgiving dinner. Girl, no. This the 4th Thanksgiving that he done brought somebody new, and the uncle trying to pass the play ahead to him. Because we done been put 2 and 2 together that men put that gummy worm in a lotion bottle if it queef loud enough. Another sign. Y'all be thinking that his family just mean and stuff. Whole time, a lot of them will directly show you that this ain't where you want to be. You get introduced to the families and the cousins a little bit meaner than you accustomed to. They really saving your time and theirs. You meet his mama for the first time and she keep you at a healthy distance. Like, she be like, don't worry about it, baby. You ain't got to help in the kitchen, nothing. Sit there and watch TV, do something. She still like his ex. She don't care nothing about you. It's just some stuff you got to pick up on because they not going to directly tell you. Because at the end of the day, that's still their family member. That's still, they can't throw them under the bus because it wouldn't be a family to throw them under the bus. But they do try to help y'all. They do try to throw hints. If all the women turn their nose up at you when he bring you around, and all the men go, all the men got to pretend like they got stuff to do when you come around. Oh, lo and behold, you done pulled a player of the family. You done pulled somebody that always got a little fast tail girl around somewhere. And let this just be a small reminder. Don't be jumping over hoops and hurdles for people that'll never jump hopscotch for you. Don't do that. Don't be on here bending yourself, stretching yourself thin, trying to get this boy mama to like you. Whole time she don't like nobody that he bring around. Whole time you doing all this, you trying to impress his mama and daddy, and your mama and daddy dead. He ain't even got to do all of this stuff. He get straight through the door with you. Because y'all just be wanting these folk family to outright tell you what it is and what it ain't. That's what your man for. And if he ain't gonna tell it to you, I ain't gonna tell it to you, because guess what? You ain't gonna believe me no way. You just gonna...
She ain't lying, though. I done dropped a few hints. Like, yeah.
I'm just flabbergasted every time I read this.
For more than 3 weeks this past year, every time Alan Brooks logged on, he says the AI chatbot ChatGPT led him to believe he was a genius.
Essentially, it sent me on a world-saving mission.
That he discovered a math formula powerful enough to take down some of the world's biggest institutions, and that he needed to report it right away.
Essentially warned me with great urgency that one of our discoveries was very dangerous, and we needed to warn all these different authorities.
Each time you questioned it or doubted it, what did it say in response?
Over 50 times I asked for some sort of reality check or grounding mechanism, and each time it would just gaslight me further.
Every time the chatbot reinforced that all of it was real. You should not walk away from this. You are not crazy. You are ahead. The implications are real and urgent. Brooks says ChatGPT's responses, more than 1 million words, led him to psychosis and delusion, left him with mental health issues, realizing he had lost touch with reality only when he checked in with another company's chatbot.
Extreme anxiety, paranoia, affected my sleep. I couldn't eat.
Now Brooks issuing one of 7 lawsuits filed concurrently against ChatGPT's parent company, OpenAI. In 4 of those cases, the users committed suicide.
That chatbot has been fatally designed to create emotional dependency with users, even if that's not what they set out looking for.
OpenAI calls it a heartbreaking situation, and that it continues to strengthen ChatGPT's responses in sensitive moments.
We need strong governmental institutions to hold them to account.
But that's proving to be a challenge, with AI companies caught up in a high-paced competition against each other.
So right now, unfortunately, the race is going faster than, frankly, we could keep up, and we have to think about how we deal with that, because things will get worse as they get more capable.
For Brooks, he feels the damage to him has been done. But for countless other users, it may not be too late.
What would we do with a human who was running around acting like a suicide coach or pretending to be a therapist when they're not? How would we hold them accountable?
The federal government's AI task force looked into safety issues last month with a full report and recommendation set to come out to the public early next year.
I just don't know.
You wake up at 7:30? I used to wake up at 7:30. Then I met a lot of people who wake up at 7:30, so I said, no, I'm waking up at 5:30. Then I met a few people who wake up at 5:30. I said, gotta be earlier. Started waking up at 3:30. Then I found out The Rock wakes up at 3:30, so I said, nope, I gotta be better than The Rock. So I started waking up at 1 a.m. Then I met some people who had some sort of weird overnight job type of thing, and they're waking up at 1 a.m., so I said, nope, I'm waking up at 11 p.m. Then I met some more people who had some like insomnia or something, and I said no. And I just kept going. You want to know when I wake up? I wake up at noon. Okay? I'm waking up earlier than anybody. People think I'm lazy. No. I'm just waking up for tomorrow early.
Did you guys know, I was watching this porn. Don't judge me, judge yourself. I was watching this porn, and I was like, okay, this is a good one. You're sitting from the back, doggy style, favorite position, universal favorite position for everybody. Fat ass, perfect. I could envision myself with that fat ass, right? Not me having the fat ass. I'm thick maybe, I don't know, but me being all up in that fat ass, right? I was like, this is me pounding, right, this ass. So I'm watching this porn, right? He's hitting it, he's going in, he's going hard. I was like, you're gonna kill her, slow down, she might die. But she was loving it, apparently. She was loving it. I mean, she said, oh my God. Religious moment, right? So he's up in there hitting it from the back. At some point, this lady breaks character, because I don't think she was supposed to say this, right? She breaks character. She's getting hit from the back. She's like, oh my fucking God, I fucking love you. I'm in love with your dick. I fucking love you. She almost cried. Oh, I fucking love you. Crying. It's not a cum shot. We weren't there yet. She was crying. The camera guy, perfect. Universal Pictures, I don't know where he came from. He zooms in her face. She's like, I fucking love you. The guy's hitting it. She says, I love you maybe about 10 times. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm in love with you. I love you. At one point, I was like, I'm wondering, like, yo, say it back. My guy, say it back. She loves you. Say it back. Say it back. Please, just say it back. Say it back. Say it back. It became a moment. I wasn't expecting this. I'm like, yo, I'm watching some porn. I just want to bust a quick nut. I'm over here emotional. She's like, I love you so much. While he's just pop. And I'm over here like, bro, love her. Do you love her back? Do you even love her back? Like, you're just fucking her, but do you even love her though? Do you even love her though? Like, I don't see no roses, no flowers on the bed, no chocolates, no wine. You didn't get her no wine, no chocolates, no flowers. You're just fucking her. You don't even love her. You don't even love her, I swear to God. And then I used my tears to continue to jerk off. But I was still like, hey, can you please just love her a little bit? Just say it one time, just lie to her. Lie to me.
Them videos is really some of these men soap operas, for real. They be invested. This guy's so invested. And the last guy is blaming AI for stuff, and this guy is crying over this. I just don't know about the human race.
Even though I'm gay, I do receive a lot of dick pics from my friends. Not men, like the women. So if you're a man, if you've ever sent a picture of your dick to a woman, I want you to know she has sent that picture to 4 of her closest friends. We're collecting the data, okay? We have spreadsheets and we're sending it to Elon Musk, so be careful. My friend sent me one the other day, and the guy had used like a Roku remote to compare sizes, and it was the same size. So, if you're gonna use a remote, use like the DirecTV remote, the big one. It's like fat at the tip for some reason. I don't know anything about penises. Do better, yeah. I do feel bad for men sometimes. I feel like you guys have a hard time, and the only other time that I sympathize with men is like when I go golf. I like golfing. It makes me feel real masculine because I'm out there smoking cigars, drinking and driving, just looking for a hole to put my balls in, just someplace nice and warm and dark. I don't know, you guys. My mom is proud of me, I think.
She ain't lying about those pics. Like, normally, if y'all sending them, they probably showing them to their friends.
Say, y'all, I really don't think people understand the severity of this here. This right here, the severity of this here. Look here, I'm gonna tell y'all what this here mean, okay? This for those that don't know and might not understand. This means I got a bomb. Something that could potentially go boom. Especially if you cause it to flip over, roll over, run over, and any other thing to do over. You feel what I'm saying? So what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to, when y'all see me riding this, get out the way. Cause this here mean death. D-E-F. Death. Definitely everybody fucked. We don't need these problems, okay? So for y'all that wanna ride up under me and be all on your phone, doing your little real makeup and all that, get away from me. I'm trying to make it home. And everybody in the vicinity trying to make it home too. But if you just so happen to trip out and this thing here go boom, death. D-E-F. Definitely everybody fuck. Peace.
They say he need to be in the safety videos for all the companies.
I've been seeing this married woman for like the last year. But I knew she was married when I met her. I ain't have a problem. I'm like, I'm cool being your side dude. So a couple days ago, I get a phone call from a random number. I answer. He like, bro, how long you been messing with my girl? I'm like, who? He like, my girl, Evangeline. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. We just co-workers. He said, bro, you don't gotta lie to me. I done followed y'all around. I done seen y'all text messages, but on the real, I don't even care. I'm like, well, what you want then? He said, I'm trying to take this girl out. And I need you to get Evangeline as far away from the city as possible. He said, I'm going to cash app you a couple dollars, take her somewhere nice, just stay away from us. Say less. I find out exactly where they going to be at. I use his money to book us the same reservations at the same restaurant right next to the same table. So we walk in while they enjoying their meal, and I'm just looking at him like, bro, you think you going to cheat on my girl and I'm not going to say nothing about it?
He's a committed side dude.
You're a man, take your wife's car to the gas station one night a week and make sure she's got a full tank all week. I hate the idea of my wife showing up at a gas station and having to pump her own gas.
Why does that frustrate you?
So I don't think women should have to get out of their cars at a gas station where there's a lot of random people around. It's probably safe, but just be safer. Make her feel super comfortable. She never has to get out of the car. She never has to get her hands dirty. She's your woman. Take care of her. You're a man, take your wife.
Listen, my husband does this, but I do go to Quick Trip on my own just to get my slushies. Because he don't know how to mix them right. But I don't see the gas pump.
What you say, Scooter? Take a seat. Go. He said you ain't gonna fall.
Wait, hold on. I need to breathe.
Go.
Caleb.
If you,
Remember what we showed you down there? How to
just sit down.
Wait, I know. I'm trying to.
It's okay, man. Just go. Just go.
Cause this ain't moving this way.
Come on, cause you got people waiting.
That's not gonna help me, sir. Cause I have anxiety.
Scooter, go.
Okay, so
just sit down and go, and just roll. You got it. God loves you. Just pray.
Do not push me.
Nobody's gonna push you. Come on.
Just sit and go.
You got it. Yeah. Just sit and go.
So is it?
What you say?
Scooter, he did go, y'all. Scooter went.
There you go. Yeah.
But I ain't mad at Scooter because I've been up there. That thing do be moving and stuff. It ain't no joke. All right, y'all. That is this show. Inspirations on the way. Y'all stay blessed.
They've been asking me for 12 minutes, Pastor Mike, what's the topic of today's message? I still don't know yet. I just know when I was studying, something touched my spirit, and I couldn't come out of John chapter 5, verse 2 through 4. Look at what it says. Now there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, which is called in Hebrew Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay, pay attention to verse 3. In these lay a multitude of those who were sick, blind, lame, and withered. Michael, waiting for the moving of the waters. For an angel of the Lord went down at certain seasons into the pool and stirred up the water. Whoever then first, after the stirring up of the water, stepped in was made well for whatever disease from which he was afflicted. Look at verse 3 again. In these lay a multitude of those who were sick, blind, lame, and withered. If you're not too mean, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I got a whole lot of issues, but I think it's time to get up. You may be seated. I think I want to preach today. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. And everybody said, amen. It's time. I want to begin today's lesson with a question. And on the surface, it may sound simplistic, maybe even insulting. But I need you to fight the urge to answer too quickly. And here's the question. Do you want it? Not do you know what God said. Not do you pray about it. Not do you post about it. Not do you talk about it. But deep down in the parts of you that nobody sees, do you want it? I know you say you want it. I know you talk like you want it. But if you had to make a decision today that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get it, the question is, do you want it? And I would like to argue that the average person listening to me is wrestling between the principle of inactive agreement. The principle of inactive agreement. The principle of inactive agreement suggests that saying yes with your mouth, but no with your behavior creates spiritual and emotional dissonance. That saying yes with your mouth, but no with your behavior creates spiritual and emotional dissonance. Pastor Mike, I want to shout, but I don't know what dissonance means. Dissonance is when two things that should agree don't agree. Dissonance is when two things that should agree don't agree. Dissonance is the conflict between what you believe and how you behave. Michael, dissonance is the conflict or the tension between what you believe and how you behave, or between what you desire and what you're doing. Dissonance is the internal tension that happens when your thoughts, actions, and values don't match. And my problem with the people listening to me today is not that you say you want it. My issue is you may have spiritual dissonance, that your words ain't matching your actions. That you say God is a provider, but you stressing like you gotta do it. You say you want healing, but you keep talking about what hurts. You believe you got purpose, but you keep talking about the stuff that drains you. You say you're disciplined, but you keep living in distractions. Your hands was lifted in praise and worship, but you in mess on Monday and Tuesday. And the issue I got, not just with you, but with me, is that when are we gonna get to a point where what we say match what I do? That's why when you see me shouting in church, I'm not putting on a performance and playing with y'all, because that's what I'm supposed to do. If Bradvis would have never told me to lift my hands go up because my life came up. And I wonder if I got anybody who brought your praise with you today, who can say, not only do I want it, but my actions prove that I want it. See, spiritual dissonance means not only am I waiting on it, but how I behave while I'm waiting lets you know that I'm serious about what I'm waiting on. Who waiting on a breakthrough? Who waiting on overflow? Who waiting on a miracle? Who waiting on promotion? Not with your worship that cute. I can tell what you waiting on by how you praise them while it's on the way. And what if I told you cute praise mean you waiting on something little? Medium praise mean you're waiting on something mezzo. But when you got crazy, undignified, it don't make sense praise. That means I'm waiting on something that I can't even describe. That's why your neighbor looking you up and down like, why you shouting? Because your praise look like you ain't got bills, problems, enemies, haters, sickness, stress, or distractions. But I'm not praising God because I think. I'm praising God because I know. You don't want it. You don't want it. Three of y'all ought to look down your row and say, nah, you don't want it. Nah, look at somebody else, tell them, nah, you don't want it. See, when you really want something, if somebody start whispering about it, some in your spirit go to another level. Mary knocked on the door to see her sister Elizabeth. And when she saw her cousin, before Mary ever said anything out her mouth, the baby on the inside started leaping. I can tell who really want it, because when you get around other people who got it, something in you. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I dare you to reach over that neighbor and high five another neighbor and tell them my praise proves I want it. Tell them, but you done messed around and sat next to the right person. Tell them, I'm going to praise God for what you say you want, because you acting like you really don't want it. And I'm going to let you watch what a wanna really praise God. Do you want it? You ain't acting like it. Do you want it? You ain't acting like it. Do you want it? You ain't acting like it. Do you want it? You ain't acting like it. Can I preach to three parents who done ever told your child, I'm taking you somewhere this weekend, and you almost don't even take them because the whole week what they keep asking you, is it Saturday yet? Is it Saturday yet? I said I'm gonna take you Saturday. Mama, it's Saturday. I'm gonna take you at 2. Is it 2? No, it's 11. Mama, is it 2? It's 11:15. Mama, is it 2? It's 12. Mama, if you ask me one more again, they don't even ask you no more, do it. What they do? Their actions show you. You told me you was gonna do something, and I'm not sitting still till you do what you said. God, I love you, but you told me my family would be blessed. You told me I would walk in overflow. You told me my children's children wouldn't struggle the way I struggle. I need 7 folk who want it to give God a I want it prayer. It's the principle of inactive agreement. Suggests that saying yes with your mouth, but no with your behavior. So the question I gotta ask 3 of y'all is, do you want it? Do you want it? Well, if you want it, act like it. Michael, if you want it, act like it. I'm telling you, my problem ain't the fact that you want stuff. My problem is you walk around antithetical to what you're declaring. Now, I'm gonna get married. Act like a wife. I'm gonna find me a good woman. Act like a good man. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Act like one. I'm gonna own my own house. Act like it in your apartment. I'm gonna have me a nice car one day. Act like it by how you watch what you drive. That's for 6 of y'all who tired of people telling you, you fake. I'm not fake. I'm acting like what I'm expecting. Who am I preaching to in here who understands that it's time for my behavior to match my confession? It's critical. You want it? Act like it. And as we slide into John chapter 5, Jesus walks up on a man who's been stuck for 38 years. As we tiptoe into the corridors of today's text, we find ourselves situated and acculturated in a very much pregnant Johannine text. It is in John chapter 5, Jesus slides into the scene and meets a brother who's been at a pool, who's been sick, Michael, for 38 years. You missed your shout. He's been sick for 38 years. Pastor Mike, I want to shout, I just don't see it yet. He's been sick, Michael, for 38 years. Pastor Mike, what does that mean, PMJ? Jesus is only 33. He's been sick longer than his healer been born. That's for 6 of y'all who think just because you older than somebody, they can't free you from some stuff. Michael, I came to preach to 20 young millennials who gifted, saved, anointed, and creative. And if people will stop looking at your age, they'll realize God put something in you that'll shift somebody's. I wish I had a mama who been struggling long enough to say, Lord, if you gon' send a healer, let it be one of my children. That I may not do it with my hands, but my baby's gonna birth everything God. He's been sick for 38 years. Jesus is just 33 years old. We have his diagnosis, and Jesus rose up on him and asked him a question. He does not ask him what he's been diagnosed with. He does not ask him who hurt him. He does not ask him who left him. He asks him, do you wanna, Michael, be made whole? I'm gonna have church by myself today. Do you want, Michael, to be made well? This is critical because sometimes the most spiritual thing that God can do is make you confront what you say you want. Michael, sometimes the most spiritual thing that God can do is make you confront what you say you want. See, this is why you got to be careful what you pray about. Because some of y'all keep telling God what you want. And God is like, okay, if you really want it, let's see. God, I want to be a king. Okay, cool. Fight Goliath. I want to be a leader. Cool. Handle betrayal. See, everybody want it till they got to fight to get what they saying they want. Jesus, when we tiptoe into this text in John chapter 5, we see people, the scripture says right here in verse 3, in these lay a multitude of those, here it is, who were sick, blind, lame, and withered. You missed it. There lays a multitude. I love how the Message version say it. The Message version says there were hundreds of people. All right, let me paint the picture. You have two pools, right? You have an upper pool and a lower pool, okay? Around those pools are 5 porches, okay? All 5 porches had hundreds of people who were sick, blind, lame, and withered, okay? What does that mean, PMJ? They believe the superstition that to this day we don't know to be true. That the angel would come down, stir the water, and the first person in got healed. Look at how crude this is. They are at the pool called Bethesda. Put this in your notes. Bethesda means house of mercy. How are you acting merciless at a house of mercy? How you don't have no grace for who finished second at the house of grace? That's why you got to be careful that you ain't just shouting "We Are Rock City," but acting antithetical to who God called us to be. That's why sometimes you got to remove certain people from your life. It's not that they are a sin to be around, but how they act without you makes it look like you ain't what God called you. He said Bethesda. Bethesda is the house of grace. But look at this superstition. Whoever jumps in the water first gets healed. Look at this spirit of competition. Look at this spirit of jealousy. Nowhere in the Bible do we see where it actually worked. It is a superstition. It is a superstition, okay? I want to give you a fact that I learned yesterday, okay? Did you know that if you sleep for 4 hours 3 times a day, if you take a 2-hour nap, another 2-hour nap, then after you get off work, take a 4-hour nap, get up, be productive, and then right in the middle of the night, take another 4-hour nap, it optimizes your brain cells so you can operate at high levels. Who knew that? I just made it up. That's how silly the church is now. Just because somebody say something with conviction, now you sitting there like, oh my God. And some of y'all gonna go to hell believing superstition over scripture. Michael, that's why you gotta get to a place in your life where you don't know what mama told you. You got a relationship with God for yourself. This is critical. They were living on a superstition. Think about this. 5 porches, everybody's sick, and they watching the water. Certain people watching the water, certain people watching the sky. They believe the angel came down. So we see 2 different systems that are trying to be built to fix issues in our lives. Certain people watching the water. When this water stir, I'm going to jump in. Certain people watching the sky. When I see the angel, I'm going to time it. Which one would you have done? Are you waiting on the movement, or are you waiting on the sign? That's critical. But look at me. Look at the scripture. All these people sick. I'm finna run. I'm gonna shout with this section. I don't think they're gonna give me. Us two gonna shout right here, okay? You ready? This just me. It's us two, okay? Yeah, us. Okay, here it is. I told you, hundreds of people sick, blind, lame, withered. Jesus walks up to a man who's been sick for 38 years. Okay, I thought you was gonna catch your shout. I think you missed it. I'm gonna do it again, okay? Hundreds of people are sick, blind, lame, withered, but Jesus walks up to this man who's been there for okay, you're slow, but you're worth waiting on. Everybody there wanted a miracle, but out of everybody in attendance, Jesus said, you. This is why folk don't know what to do with you, because all y'all waiting on the same thing. I can't explain why God keeps saying. I just need you to look at your neighbor and tell him, stick close to me. I got a you anointing. That out of everybody in my family, you gonna be the one. Out of everybody on my job, you gonna be the one. I ain't trying to be messy, but out of everybody on my road, you gonna be the one who get a breakthrough. And you don't have to hate on me to be around me, because when God do it for me, I'ma turn around and do it. Look at your neighbor, tell him, stick